Max Verstappen's frustrations with the Hungarian Grand Prix resurfaced in 2025, echoing his past challenges but with a fresh twist. The four-time world champion feels let down by his car's performance and the ineffective upgrades, leaving him disheartened. Despite the setbacks, Verstappen has pledged his future to the team beyond 2026. This commitment raises questions. Can he influence changes within Red Bull, and will the team fare better without Christian Horner at the helm? This year's Hungarian Grand Prix is another chapter Verstappen would prefer to erase. With his own words making it clear, finishing ninth or out of the points means little to him. Though he abandoned hopes for the championship ages ago, it doesn't mean he's willing to scrap for 11th place with Hamilton or fail to overtake Lawson for 8th. Given his dissatisfaction, significant shake-ups are likely to ripple through Red Bull. The recent appointment of Mekies as team principal seems to be just the beginning of these transformations. Reflecting on the race, Verstappen described the event as a deeply painful experience for everyone involved. Despite the strategic adjustments, the plan failed as he rejoined the race stuck in traffic. The team principal, Mekies, acknowledged this hiccup with an apology, telling Max, "Sorry, we didn't provide you with the car you truly deserve, but thank you for your unwavering effort. Let's keep looking ahead." However, the prospects aren't promising from their current standpoint. Max's car isn't performing up to par, and Racing Bulls now boasts a more reliable vehicle than the team from Austria. To add to the woes, let's consider this disappointing milestone for Verstappen. He's gone 4 or more races without standing on the podium, a streak he hasn't faced since between Brazil 2017 and Baku 2018, spanning 6 races. Red Bull is struggling, and even Max seems powerless to halt their decline. Saturday proved to be a challenging day as he struggled to secure a good qualifying spot. This could indicate that his excellent performances are under threat due to possibly unfavourable starting positions for the rest of the season. Let's delve into another tough reality for Max and Red Bull in 2023. In Hungary, he once secured a victory with a stunning 33-second lead, the largest margin that season. Now, 2 years later, Verstappen finds himself in 9th place, trailing behind a Racing Bulls car driven by Lawson and a whole minute off the lead man, Norris. Witnessing such a rapid decline in performance is rare, possibly unprecedented in F1, and surely something the 4-time world champion must ponder deeply before deciding his future post-2026. The car's shortcomings were evident throughout the weekend. It wasn't a sudden inability to drive. During all practice sessions, Red Bull lagged unexpectedly, grappling with issues like poor balance and grip, which culminated in Verstappen securing only P8 in qualifying and P9 in the race. Although the championship might be out of reach, tensions will likely run high in the debrief session. Moving forward, Red Bull must concentrate on enhancing their technical development to bounce back stronger. Despite Helmut Marko's optimistic statements about contending for the championship in the latter half of the season, 2025 has been tossed aside. Max Verstappen has dismissed Marko's claims, signalling his focus on the future as he commits to the Austrian team during this new regulatory period. However, a critical question looms. Does Red Bull's technical crew have the capability to challenge giants like Mercedes, Ferrari, and even Aston Martin? This brings us to the discussion of whether Verstappen should continue with Red Bull, particularly when early developments of the RB21 indicate one thing: they're faltering. And who faced the consequences for this downturn? Christian Horner. He's the man who endured the 2014 Mercedes-dominated turbo hybrid era, the Renault issues, and the struggles with a lackluster Honda engine, only to be ousted when the car plummeted during the very regulatory era in which it claimed 21 out of 22 victories in 2023. It's a lot to digest, and internal strife certainly didn't help. Nonetheless, the main focus right now must be on Max Verstappen. Helmut Marko remains highly optimistic. It's uncertain if he's trying to placate stakeholders or key investors, but the seasoned Austrian is confident that their troubles won't resurface in the latter part of the season. The challenge, the first race after the season's midpoint, is in Zandvoort, Verstappen's turf. His fans might not be thrilled with the current performance. Discussing upgrades, Marko revealed, "We identified the root of our issues this weekend and don't anticipate a repeat in the post-summer races." During the race, Max quickly caught up with Lawson after his second pit stop, but the car struggled, showing both understeer and oversteer. Heading into the second half, the team is committed to continual learning, implementing minor updates and reclaiming their place as the runner-up to McLaren. "I hate to break it to you, Marko, But right now, you're not even close to snagging third place, or even second for that matter. The battle between Ferrari and Mercedes for top positions is intense, with both teams having two drivers consistently scoring points, unlike Red Bull. The era when Verstappen could single-handedly secure the Constructors' Championship without Perez is over. To stay in the game, Red Bull needs both cars finishing with points. Unfortunately, the team remains heavily reliant on a single driver strategy, which is a significant flaw if they aim to excel in the Constructors' Championship. And let's not even delve into the development race. Since key figures like Rob Marshall left, the positive changes at McLaren have been striking. They overhauled the team from scratch and are now a dominant force, a rare achievement under the same technical rules. As for Red Bull, losing key members like Newey, Wheatley and Courtney has hit them hard. Just take a look at Sauber, where Wheatley's influence is already making a difference. Starting from the back of the pack, they've managed to climb into the competition for 6th place and perhaps even 5th in the Constructors' Championship. This is quite a feat, considering it's the last year under these rules, when many assumed they would focus on the 2026 season alongside Audi's entrance. Furthermore, if Max wants to compete effectively for the Drivers' Championship starting in 2026, he'll need his teammate to help with strategic plays, much like Mercedes did against him in 2021. McLaren isn't concerned with these intricacies right now, given their strong standing, but the racing world evolves rapidly. Verstappen might have his sights on Red Bull's 2026 plans, but that doesn't guarantee his focus will remain the same for 2027. His contract does run until 2028, yet it includes an exit clause that could significantly influence his career path. Mercedes and Aston Martin are likely pleased by this development. However, if they build a highly competitive car, will Verstappen's presence be essential for securing championships? I'd wager on Aston Martin, given Alonso's age and Lance's lack of motivation. As for Mercedes, I believe Russell has the chops to compete for titles with a capable car. That's why Mercedes hasn't chased Verstappen's signature and sticks with their current drivers. Nevertheless, Max is visibly frustrated, and it's unclear whether he'll act on it or if the technical team will align with his vision. Currently, the updates regarding Red Bull's powertrains are looking grim. It's predicted that they might rank alongside Audi at the bottom. If this turns out to be true, even Max's brilliance might not be enough to save them. The performance will largely hinge on the engine and battery, and if we assume Max can work magic every race, we might be let down. Red Bull urgently needs a significant overhaul, not just in leadership, but also in their technical department. It's clear that Newey was instrumental in the car's development, and when his advice was ignored, leaders Balbo and Wache realised they had created a car incapable of winning. This is the easiest way to lose Verstappen. Pair him with a disorganised team and an uncompetitive car, and he might trigger his escape clause before you know it. With everything considered, one might wonder if Verstappen regrets his decision to stay with Red Bull until after 2026. More crucially, do you believe the fresh rules will push them into a mid-tier position again? Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. See you in the next video.